Good morning, learners. Have you ever been fascinated by the night sky? Have you ever wondered about the moon? Come and join with me explore the fascinating facts about the moon. But before that, be informed that all videos and pictures used in the segment were taken from YouTube and Google. All links will be provided as they are being played. Thanks indeed to science, we have advanced technology like internet. At the end of the lesson, the learner should be able to describe the characteristics of the moon. To start with, let me ask you to please observe some friendly reminders as we go along. Feel free to use the comment box below for any relevant questions, suggestions, or opinions you might have regarding the topic. You may also write your name, school, and the name of your advisor for you to be recognized. Ask questions in a polite manner. In relation to our lesson, are you ready for some trivia? Did you know that Neil Armstrong was a National Aeronautics and Space Administration astronaut most famous for being the first person to walk on the moon on July 20, 1969? Let's proceed by reading the poem. While reading, I want you to be imaginative and travel through your thoughts, then take note of the words, group of words related to characteristics of the moon. Join us by commenting your answers below. How clever! Now let's review your answers. Do not have its own light. Gravity is weak. No atmosphere. Nothing lives up there. No water, wind, or air. Now, let's see how your brain and your eyes work together in finding the words in the word hunt puzzle being described below. Find the words in the word hunt puzzle being described below. Number one, astronomical body orbiting Earth as its only natural satellite. If your answer is moon, good job. Number two, object in space that orbit or circles around a bigger object. If your answer is satellite, good thinking. Number three, a measure of mass per volume. If your answer is density, outstanding. Number four, both a property of a physical body and a measure of its resistance to acceleration. If your answer is mass, very good. Number 5, a hollow bowl shaped hole. If your answer is crater, impressive. To know how much have you learned from the previous lesson, do this exciting activity. Match column A with column B to demonstrate your knowledge about the moon. Timer starts now. Let us check your answers. The composition of the moon are minerals, mostly silicates. Its crater is a hollow bowl-shaped hole. Its distance is 384,400 kilometers from the Earth. The gravity of the moon is one-sixth the gravity on the Earth. Its mass is 1 over 88 of the mass on the Earth. The moon revolves around the Earth within 27.3 days. Crust, core, and mantle are its structure. Get excited, kids! This time around, let's do another thrilling activity. Join us by commenting your answers below. Rearrange the words to form facts that best describes the characteristics of the moon. First, the correct sentence is the moon is the Earth's only natural satellite. Next, the correct sentence is the moon orbits the Earth every 27.3 days. Next, the correct answer is the moon's gravity is 17% weaker compared to the strength of the gravity of the Earth. Next, the correct sentence is the moon creates Earth's tides. Next, the correct answer is because the moon has no atmosphere, it gets very hot or cold. Did you get it right, kids? Did I hear yes? Wonderful. Moving on, let's get more detailed into the characteristics of the moon. So listen intently, kids. Characteristics of the moon. A moon is a large body or mass that orbits around a planet. The moon is the only spherical natural satellite that orbits around the Earth. Has Earth has only one moon. Characteristics of our moon include its distance, which is approximately 384,400 kilometers or 239,000 miles from the Earth. The diameter of the moon is 3,479 kilometers or 2,162 miles. This is about one-fourth the diameter of the Earth, which is 12,756 kilometers or 7,926 miles. The moon is 7.35 times 1,022 kilograms, which is about 1 over 80th of the mass of the Earth. Put another way, Earth weighs 81 times more than the moon. The moon's average density is 3,340 kilograms per cubic meters. The average temperature on the surface of the moon during the day is 107 degrees Celsius. That is hot enough to boil water on the Earth. During the night, the average temperature drops to negative 153 degrees Celsius. The moon revolves around the Earth in an elliptical orbit every 27.3 days. The same side of the moon always faces the Earth. Due to the angle of the sun on the moon, we see different portions of the moon illuminated. These are called the phases of the moon. While its gravity affects the Earth's tides. Because of its smaller size and mass, the gravity of the moon is about one-sixth the gravity on the Earth, making your weight lighter. This is the reason why Neil Armstrong floated on the moon. The moon's obvious features on the moon's surface are its craters. These have apparently been caused by the impact from meteors over millions of years. The moon is made up of minerals similar to those of Earth, mostly silicates. The moon, like Earth, has a layered structure which consists of the crust, the upper mantle, the lower mantle, and the core. Learners, are you still there? Now let us try to answer a set of questions so we can see how many of you indeed listen to what has been discussed. What is unique about the moon? The moon is unique in that it is the only spherical satellite orbiting a planet. What are the major features of the moon? The moon shines at night due to the sunlight that is reflected off its surface and the presence of craters. What includes the characteristics of the moon? Characteristics of the moon includes its size, distance, mass, density, temperature, motion, structure, gravity, and composition. To keep you reminded of the important points of the lesson, let us summarize. Characteristics of the moon. Distance. The moon is approximately 384,400 kilometers or 239,000 miles from the Earth. Size. The diameter of the moon is 3,479 kilometers or 2,162 miles. This is about one-fourth the diameter of the Earth, which is 12,756 kilometers or 7,926 miles. Mass. The mass of the moon is 7.35 times 1,022 kilograms, which is about 1 over 80th of the mass of the Earth. 1,022 is 10 times itself, 21 times, or 1 followed by 22 zeros. Density. The density of the moon is 3,340 kilograms per cubic meters. Temperature. The average temperature on the surface of the moon during the day is 107 degrees Celsius. That is hot enough to boil water on Earth. During the night, the average temperature drops to negative 153 degrees Celsius. Motion. The motion revolves around the Earth in an elliptical orbit every 27.3 days. Gravity. Because of its smaller size and mass, the gravity of the moon is about one-sixth the gravity on the Earth. Composition. The moon is made up of minerals similar to those of Earth, mostly silicates. Structure. The moon, like Earth, has a layered structure which consists of the crust, the upper mantle, the lower mantle, and the core. Major periods. The moon shines at night due to sunlight that is reflected off its surface. Craters. The major periods we can see on the moon are its craters. How much have you learned today, learners? I guess I need to evaluate. Follow directions and write your answers as quickly as you can in the comment box. Write true if the statement is correct and false if incorrect. Number 1. The moon is Earth's closest neighbor and only natural satellite. The correct answer is true. Number 2. The diameter of the moon is 3,479 kilometers or 2,162 miles. The correct answer is true. Number 3. The average temperature on the surface of the moon during the day and night is 107 degrees Celsius. The correct answer is false. Number 4. The moon revolves around the Earth in an elliptical orbit every 27.3 days. The correct answer is True. Number 5. The moon shines at night due to sunlight that is reflected off its surface. The correct answer is true. Amazing how you got all the answers perfectly. You are all brilliant. Are there more questions lingering into your minds, kids? I know you're eager to know more. Please write your pertinent questions in the comment box so we can answer one by one. Timer starts now. Oh, I can see question raised by a learner from my son elementary school, and the question is, why does the moon appear dark on space? The light gets scattered by the molecules inside the atmosphere, which causes the light to lose some of its intensity. So the moon appears dimmer. Another question raised by a learner from my son elementary school as well. Can Earth survive without the moon? The moon influences life as we know it on Earth. It influences our oceans. It influences our weather and the hours in our days. Without the moon, tides would fall, seasons would change, and the length of our days would alter. For your assignment, read articles about the characteristics of the moon. Write a short paragraph about it. This will serve as your performance test. For more concepts, you may keep in touch with your science teacher during your online discussion. In finally ending up my lesson, I want to resonate what Robert Chan Meehan said, that education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. This ends our lesson. Keep safe, everyone.